What's up, everybody? Get a drink here. We're about to spit some fire. We are about to spit some fire to you guys. Just here. We're gonna get going. We got fire coming to you, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me take a sip of this water, and then somebody hit the record button because fire coming your way, picks coming your way. Be ready. All right, here we go. Here we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stoop Life Podcast. My name is Bob. I'm your host. As always, guys, we're about to spit fire on the mic. Now, today's episode, we're going to be talking about the upcoming UFC Fight Night 220 event. Now, if you guys followed my picks last week, we went 9-2 on the money line. Out of the fights, we hit 6 of 7. We went 6-1 on methods. So if you guys followed it, the only way to actually follow all of my picks is to join the Stoop Life Patron page at patron.com/the Stoop Life. That's $3 to join, but you get all the picks. Every single pick is in there, not just the money lines, but the as well. Today's podcast, we're going to talk about a lot of these picks, a lot of the methods, a lot of the fights, because you guys sleep on these fight night cards. You really do. Like, UFC has come to accustom to making the fight night cards absolutely stacked. The last fight card was phenomenal. The fight night before that didn't have flashy names either. It was phenomenal. This fight card right here, we got a lot of good fights. The main card itself is phenomenal. I love pretty much every fight on here. And the undercard, a lot of young guys coming up that are going to be big names, I think, maybe down the road. And I got to give credit to the UFC matchmakers. Man, I'll tell you what, one thing that they do, they know how to make fights that they match up good against each other to make the fights entertaining. I don't know what they always do on the cards. I'm telling you, this is going to be Saturday, February 25th at 7 p.m. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total fights on this card. 13. Starts at 4 p.m. The main card's at 7. Make sure you tune in. First fight we need to talk about the main event. This is going to be one electrifying fight. We got two guys that I like. Two guys that I like right here. We got Nikita Krylov and Ryan Spann. Nikita Krylov is number 6 in the world right now, like heavyweight. Ryan Spann is ranked number 8. Both these guys are both coming off a win. Both these guys are long, tall, 6'3" and 6'5". Both got over 77-inch reaches. Both got 44.5, 45.5-inch legs. I like these guys a lot. Now, we look at the odds for this fight. If you don't know either of these guys, Nikita Krylov is the favorite. Money minus 170. Ryan Spann, the underdog, plus 145. The winners by knockout, we got Krylov plus 250. We got Ryan Spann plus 275. By submission, we have Krylov plus 215. Spann plus 450. For them to win by decision, Krylov plus 600 and Spann plus 1,400. Over under for the fight is over or under 1.5 rounds. For it to go over, it's plus 100. For it to go under, it is minus 170. Now, these guys are both guys that finished. We're going to talk about it real quick. Let's look at this right here. Nikita Krylov, 41% of his wins are by knockout, 52 are by submission. Spann, 29% by knockout, 57 by submission. Nikita Krylov is currently 29-9. He has 12 knockouts and 15 submissions. Ryan Spann on the other side is 21-7, 12 submissions, and 6 knockouts. So, like, this fight's gonna be an end. So my number one thing there is, guys, you gotta bet this fight not to go to distance. Minus 1,100, I get it's high, but it's a lot. This fight will not go the distance. One of the guys is gonna finish the other guy, and that's a lot. Even though it's minus 1,100, it's one of them things that you can put into your bet and make it a killer. So, fight to go to distance, absolutely not. Minus 1,100. But let's break down this. Nikita Krylov has 9 losses in his career. One of them is a knockout. 6 of them are by submission. Ryan Spann has 3 knockouts and 2 submissions. He's 8-2 in the UFC. He's very experienced in the UFC. A guy like Krylov, he was in the UFC from 2013 to 2017 when he got cut or left, whatever. He came back in 2018. This guy has pretty much fought every single type of fighter there. He has currently on a 2-fight win streak. He had a unanimous decision against Ozdemir and a knockout win against Alexander Gustafsson. Before that, he lost to Paul Craig by submission, and he lost to Ankalaev by decision. But this guy had big wins over Johnny Walker, over the 2 I just mentioned, over St. Preux. He's also lost, but he fought. He had the experience of fighting Lover, Jan, Serkunov. So this guy's very, very versatile. The thing I like about Krylov is he's a very well-rounded guy. He can throw, he can kick, he can do a takedown here and there. He pretty much do everything. His kick, man, I'll tell you what, his kick, I have his numbers. I don't have his numbers here, but his kicks are phenomenal. They're lethal. And he has a heavy ground. As you see here, he's very versatile here. He does everything on there. Now, as for my guy, Ryan Spann, this guy is on a 2-fight win streak as well. Knocked out Dominic Reyes. He submitted Kutaleva. Both awesome wins. Before that, though, he got submitted by Anthony Smith. He was a win over something, beat Krylov, so that's a win. But on the flip side, he has a loss to Johnny Walker, who Krylov beat. So these guys have fought some common opponents, and they went back and forth. So we got a lot of things. Ryan Spann, if you remember, he was on Dana White season number 10 in 2018. He which was ironic because that's when Krylov came back into the UFC. Now, the thing I like about Ryan Spann is he's also very well known. He can kickbox, strike, also. He likes to throw in a lot of kicks and has heavy fucking hands. This guy is one guy that you don't want to stand in front of because he has one-punch knockout power. Dominic Reyes found that out. He was talking all the shit. Boom! Night for him. One thing I like about him, too, is when you get onto the ground with him, he's one of the best submission experts in the UFC. Now, we're going to look at it here. He averages 1.76 submissions per fight, 50% takedown defense. So he blocks. He doesn't like going to the ground a lot. But both these guys are about the same, as you see. You got Krylov 2.1 average takedown, Spann 1.46. So these guys go to the ground, but they don't really get taken to the ground. They're kind of one of the guys that you fall to the ground because you hit. Both these guys got power where kind of like Charles Oliveira does, where he brings you to the ground. That's kind of what these guys do. The thing I think is going to be the difference in this fight, and it's going to predict on why I have my pick of this fight, is the distance that these fighters can create. Now, one thing about Krylov, which is the negative, he's not good with a guy that has a distance cut. He's not good at landing from a distance. But Ryan Spann, on the other hand, is a distance expert. That's one thing he's phenomenal at. But one bad thing that Ryan Spann does, he's very hitter. He throws a lot where he keeps his chin open, and he goes for it a lot. which fighter's going to land, which fighter's going to get that takedown first. Both these fighters are the definition of do or die. They both want to kill you. They both want to finish you. The difference is this. I think Ryan Spann's fight IQ is a lot higher than that of Krylov. Krylov doesn't like to fight at distance. He gets distracted by it. He gets overwhelmed by it, and he lets that control his fight. Whereas Ryan Spann hasn't had that yet. He got submitted by Anthony Smith, but that wasn't because of his IQ being bad. That was because of his cardio. This is a 5-round fight. I'm in the factor. A couple other bets I like for this fight is, like I said, it's going to be a knock. It's going to be a distance knock. My pick for this fight is upset. I'm taking Ryan Spann money line plus 142. I think he's going to pull it out. I think his ability to keep it the distance is going to be the difference for him. I think his IQ is going to be the difference. I think that do or die approach for Krylov has proven to be bad, and it's got to finish. The only thing is this. I think Ryan Spann has shown the power in his hands, and I think he's going to show it again in this fight on Saturday. A lot of people think it's submission. I'm going the opposite way. I'm going Ryan Spann to win by knockout, 300. I'm going to take it even further. I'll go round one knockout. I think it's going to be an early knockout, exactly like the Reyes fight. I like round one knockout at plus 750, but I could even see a round two knockout there as well. So round one or two at plus 460. So Spann by knockout is my pick. I think it's going to be around one or two. But just to be safe, guys, if you like that and you want to throw like another extra $5 here and there, I think you should take Spann, KO, or submission to win by at plus 150. I think that's a safe play. It's going to be a finish. I think Spann's going to be the guy to finish it. So take Spann by KO or by submission at plus 150. Lock that in. The next fight we got here, another great fight. We move to the middle division. We got number 11, Andre Muniz. Now, if you guys haven't watched Andre Muniz fight, he's an man. He really is. He's fighting a guy that I like, Brandon Allen, who isn't ranked yet, which actually kind of surprises me here. I thought Brandon Allen would be ranked. We got 23-4 for Muniz, 20-5 for Brandon Allen. Both of them coming off a win. Both of them similar body type, 6'1", 6'2", 75, 78-inch reach. They're about the same here. Now, as for the odds, pay attention. Muniz is the favorite at minus 225. Brandon Allen is the dog at plus 190. By knockout, we got Muniz plus 400, Allen plus 800. By submission, Muniz plus 120, Allen plus 750. By point, Muniz plus 450, and Allen plus 400. The over-under for this fight is 1 round. Ford they go over minus 140. Ford they go under plus 110. This is going to be an interesting fight to watch. It is. It is. Because both these guys are decision fighters, as you see here. 62% of his wins are by decision, and Allen 71% are by decision. Both guys have the ability to get a knockout, get a submission. But yeah, fight time from Muniz, 8 minutes and 6 seconds average, and for Allen, 8 minutes 20 seconds average. They go this most of They go this most of But for my guy Muniz, all 4 of his knockouts he got knocked out. 3 of those he got knocked out in the first round. Allen, on the other hand, he's got knocked out twice. He got submitted once. Muniz is a 9-fight streak. He's 7-0 in the UFC. He has wins over Hall, Anders, and Jacare Souza. 3 guys you all probably know. He has 3 first-round knockout losses. None of them were big names, but he has some losses. You guys remember he was on Dana White's Contender Series, Brazil, and he was on Dana White Contender Series season 23. I don't know why he was on two of them, but he was on two of them. I don't know why. He got hurt. I don't know what it is. Brendan Allen. He's on a 3-fight win streak. He's 9-2 in the UFC. He's beat Jocko and Alvey, two guys who are well-known fighters. He has wins over Robertson and Holland. Everybody knows Holland. He beat him. Well, he has some losses here. He lost to Andrews, a guy who we has beat. He lost to Anthony Hernandez, become a guy. Chris Curtis, become a guy, and Sean Strickland. So 4 of his 5 losses are pretty good losses, guys that we know. Now, this fight is going to come down to which guy slips up, which guy doesn't, because they both do a lot of the same stuff. Let's take a look at their graph. If we look at their graph, Nunes has the lead in takedowns at 3.71 to 1.3, but their takedown accuracy, takedown defense, submissions are all about the same. Their strikes, all about the same. Allen leads at 3.99 per minute to 1.91. Nunes, submission strikes both 55%. Allen absorbed almost 3 strikes more per minute, but they're about the same. They're about the same, guys, and that's how I like it. The one thing about Nunes is this: his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and his grappling are elite. He's very good at it. Once he gets a hold of you, he pretty much controls the fight, and that's just how it is. That's how he goes. His takedowns are only 45%, but that's only because he does so many takedowns. He's a phenomenal takedown guy. Like, this guy gets a hold of you, good luck. Like, he does a double arm, leg lock, boom, he smacks you down. And his submissions, great. His submissions are phenomenal. He mixes his strikes up very well. He's very good. The only bad thing I don't like about him is defense is not that great, even though we've seen it looks like it is. But that's because he's on the ground a lot. But as for standing up, he's able to get hit. And if you guys don't like low output fighters, well, that's his biggest part. He's a low output fighter because he is a decision fighter. As for Brandon Allen, good on the ground. Nunes usually doesn't fight guys that are as good on the ground as him. But one thing Brandon Allen does that's very well is transition game on the ground. His ability to get to top position is unbelievable. A lot of fighters don't have the skill set that he has in that. His leg kicks are brutal. One thing in the UFC you need to have now to stop takedowns is leg kicks, and that's what he has. His low leg kicks are phenomenal. That's because of his camp. He's in Killcliff FC, which is Kamaru Usman's camp. So for those of you that know that camp, you know you got an onslaught of fighters. Go look up who's on there. I can give you a list of 15 different fighters, current or former title holders, and various different camps. He's on that. He's in Killcliff FC, which is phenomenal. This fight's going to come down to can Brendan Allen keep Nunes off it? If he doesn't, Nunes is going to win the fight. If he doesn't establish those low kicks from Nunes is going to double leg kick him a lot. Double leg kick him a lot. I think I like my guy, Brendan Allen. I think he's going to have the ability to establish them leg kicks and stuff those takedowns and surprise Nunes. And I think Brendan Allen is going to be my pick. I like the money line on Brendan Allen plus 190. That's my pick. And I like Allen to win by points at plus 400. Lock that in. For the fight to go the distance, I think it will. I'm going to say yes at plus 120, plus 225. Or to go over 1.5 rounds, I'm taking that as well at plus 110. So my pick for that co-main event is Brendan Allen making a statement game, unanimous decision victory for Allen. My co-main event here: Augusto Sakai versus Dontel Mays. Dontel Mays is the guy I like a lot. He's the underdog in this fight at plus 108. Fighting a guy, Augusto Sakai, who's minus 138. Now, Augusto Sakai, So Augusto Sakai, 15-5-1, coming off a loss, 6'3". And the reason I like Dontel in this fight is because Dontel is 6'6", athletic as hell. He is coming off a loss, which kind of sucks for him. But man, this guy. Now look at this guy. This is something you like. Sakai, 73% knockout win. Mays, 67%. I like that a lot. Both these guys go over 3.5 strikes per minute, and they get hit over 3.5 strikes per minute. Grappling, as you see, Mays averages just over 1 takedown a fight. Sakai, 0.13. You don't go to the ring. The thing I want to say to this, guys, is this. Sakai is coming off 4 straight losses to Spivak, Kai, Rosenstruck, and Green. He got knocked out in every single one of them. Before then, guys, he had 5 wins in a row. Ivanov, Taipura, Orlovsky, Sherman. 3 of those were knockouts. He's a streaky fighter. The one thing about the UFC heavyweight division is this. When you continually get knocked out like that, it is very hard to come back from. The good thing about him is this. He is a pressure fighter. He uses his legs somewhat. He's high pace, which is good. But he doesn't have effective striking combos. He's very easy to figure out, as seen by his 4-3 loss. Dontel May, last fight was a loss, no contest, because he was on some steroids and methadone. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. The 2 wins before that, he won by knockout. Out of his 2 losses that he has in the UFC, he's only lost the game. Now think about this, guys. He was on Dana White Contender Series number 20, won a knockout. He lost the game. So he already fought a guy that is that good. He fought him already. So, like, he's good. Like, Dana White knows he's good. He's dogging this fight because of steroid test. And a lot of people don't understand how he's going to come back from it. And one thing steroids don't help you with is your athletic ability. This guy is 6'6" with 81-inch reach. Athletic as shit, especially for the heavyweight division. He got hands, he got feet, he got takedowns, and takedown defense. His boxing combos are phenomenal, something that his opponent does not have. The only bad thing about Dontel is he's bad on his back and he keeps his face open. And in the heavyweight division, you don't want to keep your chin open. But I think he's going to land quicker. I'm taking my guy, my 3rd straight victory. I'm taking Dontel Mays money line plus 108, and I'm taking him to win by knockout at plus 210. I think he's going to knock him out. I don't know what round, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a knockout plus 210, and for the fight to go to distance, no, minus 220. Take my guy Dontel Mays, lock of the day. Just saying. Next up, guys, we got someone who's making a return. We got a return fighter here. Look at the screen right now. Look who's back. Tatiana Suarez is finally back. She's a minus 850 favorite. Fighting Montana De La Rosa, underdog at plus 550. For the fight to end by knockout, Suarez plus 400. Montana plus 2600. By submission, Suarez plus 300. Montana plus 2300. By decision, Suarez minus 105. Montana plus 850. Tatiana Suarez is 9-0 in her career. Half her fights are win by submission. Half of them. She is a submission fighter. She takes you to the ground at a 62% accuracy. 6.47 takedowns per fight. And look at that, 100% takedown defense. Can't take her down. I don't know why you want to, but hey, takes you down. Takes down. She's also a good striker, guys. 65% striking accuracy. She lands 4.8 strikes per minute. Dominant. Now, you guys probably remember Tatiana Suarez. Her last fight was back in 2019. She absolutely dominated Nunes No, not Amanda, but Amanda's wife, dominated her. She's dominated Carla Esparza, Grasso, and Aldrin. 4 of her fights, she dominated. Carla was the champion. Grasso was a contender. Aldrin was a contender. Nunes was very popular and considered great. To see her takedown effect at what I say, 62%, dominant, dominant. As for Montana De La Rosa, no ifs ands about her. She did beat Lipsky, who is pretty good, decent. She lost to Lacey Barber, who's surgeon. But let me just say something, guys. Over. Over. If you guys want to lock of the night, the money line minus 800 for Suarez, lock of the night. But I think everybody's underestimating her ability to want to come back and make a fucking statement that she's fucking back. So she don't want to go up the ladders again. She don't want to fight 4 or 5 times again to get a title shot. She wants to get a title shot now. I'm not saying she will, but I think she's going to want to make a statement. So I'm taking her first round submission. You can't even bet it yet, but she's going to win by submission. Round 1, overall submission plus 300. Lock. She's going to dominate. She's going to whoop her ass. Mark my words on me. Final fight of the main card. We got Mike Mallet versus Johan. What's his name? Johan Linesi. Linesi is 9-1. Mallet is 2-0. Now, one thing I like about this fight is this: where 50% knockout rate for Mallet, 50% submission rate for Mallet. So both his fights in the UFC are finishes. 75% knockout rate for my guy in Linesi. Mike Mallet is a guy who's up and coming. He's an up and coming guy from Canada. He's trying to make a name for himself. I think today, on Saturday, he's going to make another name for himself. He's 1 overall. He has 4 knockout wins, 4 submission wins. He finishes fights. He's not a guy that likes to go to the distance. He knocked out Cal, and I like him a lot. Now, I can't bet knockout odds. I think this fight is going to be a knockout by Mallet, but I like the money line at minus 215. Lock that fight in. I think it's going to be a great fight. Now, as for the undercard, we're not going to get into it a lot, but I want to talk about a guy I like a lot. Charles Johnson. He's on the undercard. Follow him. He's a beast. He's like another mighty man. Like, this guy's just, I don't know how to explain it, but he's a beast, man. I like him a lot. Trevor Peak, he's, I believe, the main card, the undercard, the prelim headliner. I like him a lot as well. That guy's ferocious. So if you guys want more of my picks, you can reach out to me. Or check out patreon.com/TheStoopLife. That's where we get all of our picks. That's where I put all of my plays. That's where all the money's going to happen for you. So tune into that and go win your damn money. Peace out, y'all. Have a good weekend.